When I first read BrightBurn, I knew it was special. I knew it was different from things I'd seen before because it didn't fall into either the horror category or the superhero category. It was this incredible blend of both things. BrightBurn it's a hero's origin story. That's really what it is. It reads very similarly to the origin stories of any of our superheroes that we've all come to know and love. But there's a great twist. And it's in that twist that the excitement and the sort of newness and freshness of the idea really comes out. And that twist is, we always assume these heroes are here for good, and that if we just love them and worship them, they're gonna help us as humans, as the weaker people. They're gonna take care of us. And the simple question that this film asks is, what if they don't? What if they're just selfish like we are? So as Tori, I am the mother to Brandon, and he's just an everyday kid, a really adorable, delightful young boy that we've been raising since we found him / adopted him. We love him. We prayed for him. We wanted him. He's a wanted child. He's a loved child. And he's turned 12 and he's hitting puberty and he's going through some changes. And the thing that I have to deal with is I have sort of mother blinders on, which is that I can't quite see that the changes he's going through are more serious, more destructive than I want to believe them to be. And I know deep down he's not like us. And the question of the movie is, what am I going to do with that information?
The script is really what excited me the most. I mean, when I got this script, I literally couldn't put it down. And I was just, it felt like a Greek tragedy to me, like this family trying to figure out, you know, the movable force that's happening and whether or not it's real or not real, and the conflict within them fighting against each other, trying to, you know, process what's happening. And I mean, you know, we've seen this origin story in many movies, but when you flip it on its head like this, it's just really fun and it's a good ride. Everything. They're gonna love everything about this movie. It is such a ride. It starts off and, you know, once you get into it, it's just like, it's so creepy and it's so like intense. I don't know. I love this movie so much when I read it, and now that we're filming it, like, it's even better than when it was on the page. And I just can't wait to see when it's all said and done, because it's a fun ride. It's a fun ride.
We all, you know, united around this vision. You know, I had a vision for the movie that I wanted to tell, and I'd get in the room with them. We'd all sync up. We'd have these conversations, and then it just felt like we all just held hands and walked in the direction. You know, and there was something really great about it. You know, everyone was so supportive of each other. The reaction the audience has had to seeing superhero and horror coming together for the first time has been just overwhelming. The fan art and I mean, I've heard we've had over 1,000 submissions already of just fan art, posters, all sorts of things. I saw a claymation animated thing. It's been overwhelming. And I think so much of that is a response to this idea, this core idea of like, okay, we've seen altruistic superheroes acting on behalf of everyone all the time with best intentions. Now let's see a superhero acting on real bad intentions and misusing their powers, you know? When these dark, weird moments happen in the movie, you really feel the audience, and it starts to feel like this communal experience. And you can't recreate that at home. Like, you need to see that in the theater, opening weekend. You need to go to the most packed theater you can. You need to bring 5 of your friends who hate horror movies, that are terrified to be there. You need to sit right in the middle of all of them, and you need to just watch the movie, because that is the best possible way to experience this movie. And I'm telling you, you will hear some noises. People will make some strange sounds. They will hate you a little bit, but it'll be a lot of fun.
The second we decided we were going to make this movie, it was Elizabeth who would play the part. She's a mother herself. She has 2 boys, so you can see that, you know, kind of that reality in her performance, and yeah, those maternal instincts kind of, I feel like they live on the surface with her. We just finished the script, we decided we were gonna make the movie, and the first thing I was like, we need casting to, we need casting on the books because we need to find this boy. I was concerned that this search for this boy would be impossible, long, hundreds of kids, and it was. But Jackson was one of the first of the boys to read. I think he was in our first batch. He was probably the third tape that I watched, and he was impossible to top. I always used to say to people, I didn't want to meet Jackson because his tape creeped me out so much. And he and Dave have really done a great job of finding this character together and kind of grounding him, especially when, they've done a great job of grounding him, especially when you consider that he is an alien.